Rock and roll! You know!
What a ride.
Holy shnikes!
Head level! Head level! Good job.
Right now, let's go!
Well, good evening and welcome to KREM 2 Football Friday, sponsored by Findlay Toyota. I'm Andrew Quinn.
And I'm Caitlin Galloway. We have a six-pack of high school games for you tonight, beginning with an instant classic.
Yeah, absolutely, Caitlin. Here we go with our game of the week. Freeman making the trip out to Newport. We go right to the fourth quarter of this one. Freeman driving, Logan Schultz airs it out to Tice Gilbert, and he's taken that the distance. Freeman has a 40-35 lead, but Newport responds. Brad Martin to Cutter Driver on the handoff. He gets in, and the Grizzlies take a 41-40 lead. Under 5 minutes to play. Freeman, what in the world is that? Bounces off a helmet and caught for first down. Now 13 seconds left. 4th and 2. Freeman goes for it, but stopped short is Logan Schultz. Newport's defense holds, and Newport wins this game 41-40. Wow. Highly touted Moses Lake making the long journey out to Post Falls in Idaho tonight. Moses Lake strikes first. Brady J is going to scramble out here, and then he's going to find Case Anderson for the touchdown to make it 7-0 Mavericks. On the next Mavs possession, it's J to Grant Smith for the touchdown, and it's 14-0 Moses Lake. Now, Post Falls had a little bit of fight in them, though. Check this out, Caitlin, the Statue of Liberty. Brandon Felix takes the handoff, and he is gone.
Love
and
that.
We got a 14-7 game, but it was just too much Mavericks tonight. Jay is going to scramble out and then throw across his body here to Carter Anderson for the touchdown. Moses Lake rolls to a 42-7 win.
Mount Spokane visiting Lewis and Clark in the early game over at One Spokane Stadium, and it's the Tigers that strike first on a 49-yard field goal. Look at that, drilled by Jackson Spitz to make it 3-0 LC.
My goodness.
I know, and after a blocked field goal, it's Mount Spokane that takes the lead. Rashad Franklin with the rushing touchdown, and it's 7-3 Wildcats. LC trying to add on before the half, but Sully Sandusky's pass is picked off by who else? It's Rock Franklin. Mount Spokane ekes out a 21-18 win. And it's West Valley hosting Clarkson for homecoming. We got confetti in the student section. It's all Eagles in the first half. Nathan Zettel pitches it to Erik Borg, and he goes around all the way up the sideline. Touchdown West Valley. They're up 7-0. Now up 14-0. Clarkson trying to make it happen. Kendry Gimlin airs it out over the top. A great catch from Nico Ahi. But the West Valley defense holds on fourth down, and they had at least 3 fourth down stops in the first half alone. They have a 21-0 lead at halftime, and then first possession of the second half, Zettel's running out of time. He finds Borg again, and check this out. He somehow emerges from this pile. It looks like he's going down. Gets some great blocking. He gets all the way through there to the end zone. We'll have the final score of that game on our website. Incredible play.
Ran him over, Caitlin. My goodness. Ridgeline hosting the Meade Panthers tonight. Meade would strike first in this one. Of course, it's Max Fagal from a yard out to make it 7-0 Panthers. On the next Meade possession, it's going to be Hayden Coons this time, who ends up with the rushing touchdown to make it 14-0. Second quarter now, Tice Tuggle says, "Get off me." He has a rushing touchdown of his own. Look at that play. Wow. Well done there, Tice. Meade rolls to a 45-6 victory. Cheney visiting Central Valley on homecoming for the Bears tonight. Congratulations, you two. Blackhawks up 15-0 in the third quarter. Connor Collins with the screen to who else? Young Tank Best.
There we go.
He's going to rumble in for the score to make it 22-0 Cheney. On the next Blackhawks possession, Collins with the screen, this time to Mason Stinson. He emerges through the crowd, and Caitlin, he is gone. No one catching Mason Stinson. He scores. Cheney goes on to win it 37-7. And now it's time for our play of the week, and Caitlin, you can take it away on this one.
Of course. I think I just mainly lost count of how many tackles he broke on his way to the end zone. You know, I didn't think he was going to get through the first pile, and all of a sudden, there he goes and runs over several more people in the process on his way to the end zone.
Man.
So a pretty incredible play from Eric Borg there.
Unbelievable.